see Elwin at We Are Trolls today.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he's Chris Burden.
I mean, like, dude, Eric, you have no room to be, like, trying to go after anyone, especially with child abuse charges, dude. Please.
I don't even know if those are charges. I mean, you do 4 years in prison for capital punishment. Like, that's way more than abuse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He had to have done something pretty significant.
And like I say, if you go and, like, you watch the clip my friend uploaded on that page, like, they specifically take and enlarge that part with the child abuse charges. And if you look in the parentheses and look at B1, that B1 comes up for CP like charges.
Uh-huh.
Section 2919.22b(1) of the Ohio Revised Code states, b. No person shall do any of the following to a child under 18 years of age or a mentally or physically handicapped child under 21 years of age. 1. Abuse the child. Big Gay Al Crane is deliberately and falsely presenting Section D. 1, A, B, C, which states, Section D. 1, Division B. 5, of this section, does not apply to any material or performance that is produced, presented, or disseminated for a bona fide medical, scientific, educational, religious, governmental, judicial, or other proper purpose, by or to a physician, psychologist, sociologist, scientist, teacher, person pursuing bona fide studies or research, librarian, member of the clergy, prosecutor, judge, or other person having a proper interest in the material or performance. A. Material, performance, obscene, and sexual activity have the same meanings as in Section 29(7)(1) of the Revised Code. B. Nudity-oriented matter means any material or performance that shows a minor in a state of nudity and that taken as a whole by the average person. Applying contemporary community standards appeals to prurient interest. C. Sexually oriented matter means any material or performance that shows a minor participating or engaging in sexual activity, masturbation, or bestiality. Obviously, Big Gay Al Crane feels he has the prerogative of scanning through Section 2919.22 and selecting the worst of the sections, then applying them to Eric's charges. While Eric was charged with child endangerment, he was not charged with the offenses Big Al Crane is so falsely presenting. Do yourself a favor, Big Al Crane, and retract the false claims you made about Eric. Some people may take you at your word, but there are others that will research and learn the truth. Eric's charges were serious enough without you trying to feed on the raw emotions of people. And, before you begin to suggest I am doing anything more than pointing out how you take a situation that is bad and twist it to fit your narrative to give it a break. In my opinion, you are doing this simply because you don't like Eric. It's not the first time you've pulled a stunt like this. There are many examples I could give of similar things you have done in the past, but we will save that for another time.
Yeah, and that's what I read the last part of the definition of capital punishment child. You know, the last one was the nudity thing or whatever.
Yeah.
It means any means of any material or performance that shows a minor in a state of nudity that, taken as a whole by the average person applying contemporary community standards, appeals to this interest. That's the last part of the 5 definitions or whatever, as they claim is.
But yeah, when you look up the B1 at the end on his charges, that comes up about the nudity with the children.
Yeah. I mean, and then he wants to say, you know, well, I mean, I'm not behind it, blah, blah, blah. Then explain how on the screenshots on that 2.0 page, your bubble is next to the reply. It may not be your page and the cops may not have it on your phone, but you're as guilty. If you drive the car to the bank and I go in and rob, you're still as guilty as I am.
Yeah.
Like,
Guilt by association.
come on, Eric. You're trying to play semantics here.
No,
that, you know,
Granny's flash drives. He did 4 years in state prison for that child endangerment, child abuse charge.
Yeah, and like I said, it's, you know, or I didn't even know, like I said, the capital punishment rule anyway. You know, like I don't know anything about that bullshit. It says, yeah, like, you know, when you're used to correct a child, throwing, kicking, burning, cutting, striking, closed fist, under the age of 3, shaking them, constructing their breathing, threatening with a, you know, whatever, doing any other act that may cause bodily harm greater than, and like I said, to somebody else's kid.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up enough to do it to your own.
But someone else's?
It's fucked up. I mean, I don't know which one's worse. It's both fucking bad.
Yeah.